Good afternoon, everybody. I got back from the gym. We're gonna make butter keto chicken. Who likes that?
Me!
Okay. He does. So anyway, I found this recipe on YouTube last year, and we love Indian food, but it's very hard to make until we found this keto recipe, and it's fabulous and it's easy. I've made it several times and it won't take long to put it together. So
I love curry chicken.
Yes, he does. So I've cut up 2 chicken breasts and I've made my seasoning. I'll show you what's in the seasoning, but here's how I do it to get the seasoning all over the chicken. So I'll take this much and I'll dump it in my glass bowl here. Oops. And then I'll put the chicken in, and then I will shake it all around. So seasoning on the bottom, chicken, more seasoning on top. Shake it up, and then I let it kind of sit in the fridge for a couple hours just to let it kind of marinate. So I will put measurements for the seasoning in the description. However, I would highly suggest just do it to your taste, meaning if you don't like a lot of cinnamon and you just want a hint, don't use a lot of cinnamon. Or ginger, if you're not a big ginger fan but you like it enough, just use a little bit of ginger. Or if you really like ginger, throw in the ginger. So here's what is in our butter chicken curry. A little bit of ground cinnamon, ground ginger, ground turmeric, which is great for your immune system, black pepper, and a little bit of chili powder. And sometimes, this is my own personal take, he likes it a little spicy, so I'll put in a little cayenne pepper. And then salt. He likes Himalayan salt, and I like Himalayan salt. The kosher salt, in my opinion, just me, personally, I think it cooks better and it tastes a little bit better, meaning like seasonings, but I don't ever use iodized salt, so don't use that. So choose sea salt, Himalayan salt, or kosher salt. So I'm going to pause the video, get it all shook up and show you what it looks like, and then we will let it marinate and come back and cook it. We're going to cook it in butter. Real garlic if you have it. I don't, so I'm going to use garlic powder, and then we use heavy cream and a little bit of red chili paste, and then that's it, and it's done. So hold tight. Alright, so now I've got all the seasonings on the chicken. This is 2 chicken breasts, and you can see the seasoning is going to marinate like that. I forgot the curry. It's called red curry paste. You can find it in the Thai section of the grocery store. We've got to go run some errands anyway, so I'll probably grab some. If you didn't have it, you could use tomato paste. All it does is when you cook it in the butter and the heavy cream, you will, it'll make it turn kind of orange, and it'll kind of thicken up the sauce. So that's really what it is. And that's the heavy cream we'll use. So anyway, all we've got left to do is cook some quinoa if you want it on quinoa. You don't have to have it on quinoa. You can put it on any kind of rice you want. Eat it as it is. Cook it in the butter, saute it in some garlic powder, heavy cream, and the paste. So we will be back in a couple hours and we'll cook this up. And we're also going to make it with some flat pita bread, our version of kind of the bread that you would get at an Indian restaurant. Alrighty, it's time to make the chicken curry. We're going to take the chicken that's been marinating in the fridge. We're going to melt down this butter, add a little garlic while it sautés. Add the chicken. We're going to cook the chicken halfway through, and then when it's ready to cook all the way through, we're going to add a little bit of the red curry paste, which is what I was looking for. I ended up getting some at the grocery store. We'll add our heavy whipping cream. We're going to make our quinoa. We're going to serve it on top. Make our little garlic bread. It's going to be fantastic. Alright, so now we have the butter and the garlic. And we're going to add the chicken and close it with the lid and simmer it on low till the chicken is about halfway cooked. To make the quinoa, you use 1 cup of the quinoa And 2 cups of water. So whatever cup you use for quinoa, you double it for the water because it absorbs it.
Let me take this off the burner.
No, you can put it on low and then just put the lid over it. I'm going to add a little garlic to my quinoa because I like garlic. And you don't have to do quinoa. You can do rice. You don't even have to do rice. You can just eat it as regular curry chicken. Alright, now I'm going to add the red curry paste, which is, I add just a lump full, like that. And then I'm going to add my heavy cream. And I just add the heavy cream, you know, I just kind of eyeball it. Again, I don't measure everything necessarily, but just know that this sauce will thicken up a little bit. So you don't want it to be too runny, but you don't want it to be not enough either. So you can always add more, so I just add some and then I stir it. Then I'll stir it up and mix it all up, and you'll see it start to change the color of the curry. And then I'll let it simmer for a little bit longer and it'll be done. I've got my quinoa cooking there. And then I forgot to say that the butter that I use unsalted butter. I add in my own with the kosher salt or the Himalayan salt. And then once this is done, I'm going to quickly make some flatbread. I had bought some pita bread here. And what I'm going to do is put some butter on it with some garlic. And I'm just going to broil it in the broiler for like a minute, just to get it melted and smelling good. And you can dip it in the curry chicken. So we'll show you the results in a minute. Here's the final product. Our bread, our quinoa is underneath the curry chicken. I put quinoa on the bottom and the top of that one. So let's see how well it tastes with our taste tester.
Ready?
And?
Oh, that is so good.
Is it good? What's it taste like?
Tastes better than any Indian restaurant I've ever been to. That's good.
Is it spicy or is it just right?
Just right.
Alright. See, anyone can make.
That is so good.
Yeah. And that's how we make butter keto chicken curry. So after we ate the chicken, this is how we do our bonfires. We find scrap wood and burn it in our grill. Don, how was your dinner?
Muy spectacular.
Can you remember why those spices were in there? Like how important they are? They're good for what?
Libido?
Besides libido. Immunity. Metabolism.
I thought you were giving me that just for libido.
Maybe. So we're winding down. Campground is pretty full tonight. Neighbors coming over. That's our neighbors, Mike and Denise. They hang out here a lot and we hang out over there. There's Santa's cabin. Santa was out earlier. But we installed the heat lamps for Jake and Toonsy. Toonsy lives in the condo. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed the curry chicken. The curry chicken is very, very good for eating, for our immune system, for our metabolism, for our overall health.
Libido.
And libido. So we don't have to eat supplements and take medication for the rest of our lives. This is how we eat, and we hope you'd give it a try. Have a good night.